Welcome back, noble viewers, for another episode of Dishonored, the Hound Pits pub, where I will read things for hours on end, never going anywhere. Actually, we're going to talk to Samuel and get gone. Get wrecked.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Yes. Let's go to the distillery district, my boy. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalist, Martin, is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
The City Watch holds Clavering Boulevard behind the first wall of light. The Ball Street gang controls the side streets around Clavering Boulevard. Granny Rags lives in an apartment at the far end of Andoria Street.
The doom of Bethesda has come to the city. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love. He succeeded. The boatman has a good heart and respects you. Samuel is a simple man, but he knows the River Redhaven and all its tributaries, down to the smallest inlet. He has many scars, some from the phlegm of the river crusts, some from the nameless monsters of the deep ocean. Samuel was once eager to hear Havelock's stories of the sea, but perhaps the Admiral is not what he expected. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love.
I'm gonna eat your rat, boy. Look at all these runes here. How very important.
Damn it. Keep him in the boat. The canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
1, 2, 3.
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. I will be glad to rest.
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
At the Academy, they cut the flesh of the dead
Keep working.
and trap the lightning from the sky.
Probably ain't moving no more.
Quiet now, my boy. Quiet now.
1, 2, 3.
Why am I so cold? If only she had a coin for every time she stubbed her toe. There is nothing common about the work she does every day.
Shh, it's fine. It's fine.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Good. Keep them coming.
Unreported dead are a punishable offense.
Half the block.
Well, now.
Better them than us. At least some of them. Money.
Wanted for the most heinous murder of our fair Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Corvo Atano, still at large. Reward of 30,000 coins for the capture or death. Reward will be paid by the City Watch, in addition to rewards offered by private citizens or outstanding organizations. The offenses of this man are high crimes under the laws of our city watch and the edicts of our brave Lord Regent. This would appear to be Clavering Boulevard.
1, 2,
The
3.
great ships have stopped bringing their hulls.
It's gonna be a little hard to take out all three of them. I wonder if there's a way to get past them.
1, 2, 3. Heave!
Good. Keep them coming.
I'm really worried
2,
about this.
3. Heave!
I don't know if you can hear that thunder outside.
Get to the bottom of it.
Uh-oh.
This better not be a joke.
Shit.
Gotta be here somewhere.
I wonder if I can do this. Can I climb the outside?
We know you're here. Yeah, and the sick one's going to cages and off to the flooded. I'll find you.
Aye, I can't. Well, this makes me look really bad. Maybe I should just stand here and use that to get up. Alright then. Death in the Month of Songs, excerpt from a longer worth, translated from Old Serkonan by Anisa Matteo of Serkonos. She was shy in the month of Hars, hiding from my scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing round the isles. She was wed in the month of Clans to her sailor cousin from Calero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of Songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. I got that bone charm, just like the old heart wanted me to.
The great ships have stopped bringing their hulls.
Yeah, and the sick one's going to cages and off to the
Good.
flooded.
Keep them coming.
Ring around the gills, so off they go.
Alright then. It sounds like you've got a problem. If you think you can just murder people for being drunk.
What have they done to me?
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our
Not here.
Honorable Lord
Ignore me.
Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest,
My father had
potentially
golden hair.
beyond.
My mother
In
hair like
addition,
ash.
in this continuing crisis,
This city
the
is built on
overseers
the
of the
bones of
Abbey
the
of the
great
Everyman
ones. When
remain
the
in
last
service
survivor
to
is
the
gone,
state and are
darkness will
empowered
fall.
to enforce order.
Well,
when
that last part was a little
wherever
creepy.
necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell
Hello, friend.
generous loan of their services.
Can't stay hidden forever.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord...
Interesting. Okay. So, I could go straight, or I could head to the distillery, which is where I think I need to be going.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Garbage. All.
Hi.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. I told.
What the fuck? Oh shit. Send us food, not blue. I don't know. This is a little creepy.
They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Okay, doesn't look like there's any way up there.
I think the little birdies are sad today. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone. Dear.
Yes.
Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? Ah, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Well, that was a little creepy.
The great ships have stopped bringing their hulls. Long ago, Granny Rags danced at court.
I think the little birdies are
Men
sad
begged
today.
to marry her. In her mind's eye, she is fancy trimmed in velvet.
I told you
Fresh
the
and
knives
young.
go on the
On her way
left.
to an
They've
evening
always
of
gone on the left.
romance.
You never listen.
Careful, she treads with purpose, and is not as frail as she seems. The children
I think the little
sometimes
birdies
circle
are
Granny
sad today.
Rags, following along and taunting. She has given herself fully to the outsider. Long ago,
I told
Granny
you the
Rags
knives
danced
go
at court.
on the left.
Men begged to
Well,
marry her.
now this is a
You
little
never
creepy.
What have you done to me?
Someone's excited.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Well, I'll probably use your evil powers in order to get what I need done.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would, indeed.
But you don't seem to have anything to steal. I think I'll surprise
I
those
told you
gentlemen
the
callers.
knives go on the
from above.
He's gone on the left. You never listen.
Let us in, Granny.
My father had golden
I
hair.
bet she can't even
My
hear
mother,
us.
hair like ash.
Blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. She's not stupid either. Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny. We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick. Come on, let's get this guy. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
Got to go quick.
Where are you? She's in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick. She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just bother me. Are you asleep? Get up.
Half the city's dead.
You know, I didn't even consider that as an option. But now that I've done it, I don't know how I could ever live without it. Sleep crossbows. These are bad, bad men and thugs too. And not be wanting them around Granny. Oh, sleep darts. Perfect. It'll be nice if she doesn't try to kill me when I go back to her.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you.
Is it you tried to kill me?
I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days.
I don't know about
Now
doing
run
this
off.
one.
My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
I'm a little worried. She wants me to poison the still.
You'll have to go or they won't come.
And that means potentially killing a lot of people that aren't even in the gang.
This city is built on the bones of the great ones.
Aye, you've said that a few times now. I'm not denying that it's true. Delicious rat. We could go in there, but it sounds like we got a little bit of things to do first.
His father was one of the first to die of the plague.
That's not what we heard.
A street thug.
Are you
A
sure?
knife for hire.
Because you know we have to check you over. And there's an inspection fee.
To the void with Bottle Street and...
Damn it! I know. Here you are. Somebody, get over you.
Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that.
I'm trapped.
I can see that. But it's
Anyone
none
there?
of my concern.
Hey! Anyone there?
Gonna have to find my way in there somehow.
Hey! I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Aye.
Don't worry. Those Bottle Street boys had no idea where I keep the best loot. So come by when you can.
Ah, you're excited. Bone Charms, excerpt from a book on sailing traditions in Scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back. Passed from father to son, old man Salt to Greenhorn, still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals, and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roam the isles north of Tivia. Once the whale trade began, practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night, and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. I mean, why wouldn't I want a geological survey? I'm Corvo. The Blood Ox Way. Oh, shite. We're gonna have to do this one quickly. Let's go, let's go. Wanted for various crimes, the unworthy individual known as Slackjawed, including arson, assault, mendacity, disobedience of public ordinance, unlawful management of prostitutes, and public urination. Reward of 2,000 coins for capture or death. The strictures of this man are a high crime under the strictures of the High Overseer, the municipal law of the City Watch of Dunwall, and the edicts of our brave Lord Regent in this time of peril. The third stricture, excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly become the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Avoiding the rat plague. Excerpt from the government protocol on disease practices. Much of the public still harbors false beliefs related to the plague. It is not true that the bile from river crust will protect against the contraction of the disease, nor is it true that crushed Morley orchids act as a remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in Sokolov's elixir and Pierrot's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey of the Everman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn 2 hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the names of the plague dead, but is also considered heresy by the overseers, and will be met with a full measure of the Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report to anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Picking up your bolts and your balls. Now let's see how I can sneak ahead here. At the sink, I could drink. Oh, shite. Feeding log. 4th day, month of wind, assorted human remains, strong appetite. 10th day, month of wind, 1 bag Tivian pears, bruised and rotted, rats uninterested. 11th day, month of wind, 1 tin pot of whale meat, eaten. 13th day, month of wind, human torso, no trouble finding corpse parts. 17th day, month of wind, no feeding, aggression increased, incident of cannibalism. 20th day, month of wind, incident with previous maidservant. Will withhold feeding until 1st day, month of darkness.
Huh?
Gone.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's?
Hey, what's going on there?
Go back to talking.
I know this.
Wait.
Did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences?
When the last Leviathan is gone,
I think so.
darkness will
So your
fall.
hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
For all
All right, all right.
there is
What is
little
he doing?
reward for her. The abbey is dark, its doors are locked,
Your friends are
and no more the great
Doctor's a
sermons.
brilliant man.
The overseers have taken to the streets.
Right, right. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course, I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of the high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life with licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I'll be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cusp of Tippy and Red. So where is the good doctor? And why does he have so many sleep darts? It's a little creepy.
What?
Oh shit.
It's nice.
Oh shit. Sorry, lady.
Oh no! I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. He can save this city in him.
Alright. Let's see here. Cleaning instructions. Dear Miss Benton, when cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be wise to keep away from it altogether, otherwise I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. We need the lab key.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Well, that's gonna be pretty goddamn obvious. Hey, take a nap. Hey, take a nap. Hey, take a nap. Early in the morning. Something about flowers. River Cruise. Well, that basically destroyed everything. The Rat Plague. Excerpt from a Natural Philosopher's Notes. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rat tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats has lived with the plague. As such, the nagging question remains: the rats collected in the poorer parts of towns and the slums exhibit the oldest strains of the plagues, while those found near the docks, where foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of the plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I'll continue my research, if nothing else. I'm leaving proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague if one consumes enough of the stuff.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Rat behavior and extermination. Excerpt from a series of interviews with street workers by rat catcher Lena. Used to be you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail on the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. The sea watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street bats to work with us. The younger ones who didn't make much trouble, we'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats are different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with a few times down the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous. The Sea Watch started paying better, but that didn't last long. After a while, too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. Some delicious bread. I didn't need to eat it all. Galvani Academy notice. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can have you getting phossy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city. Poor bastard. Sorry I have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have a friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We stayed fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here. And we've got quite a stock of TV and brandy. Specifically said it was behind the wall of books in the note. I've got your money. Sewer capacity in the month of nets. Excerpted the interview attached to a formal report by City Worker Crew 17A. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the work is clogged with trash from the catch. Pieces of crates and nets with the water smells of hagfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what? It ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been in this job for nigh on 28 years and I've never seen one of them come below. Except to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years have been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crust moved into the works. We hear a man head yell and scream like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice. What will you do with a drunken sailor? me a spiritual remedy for sure. So, can't get out that way. Okay. It's not really clear what's making the light in that room. Shh, my boy. No fears now, only dreams.
How old did you say your sister was? Another night. Another control room.
But that guy just asked how old the other guy's sister was. Travel to Bethesda, excerpt from a travel chronicle by Anton Sokolov. The men I set out with are good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the rascally pirate ships spawned in the Circonan archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs, welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it is called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or would one say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking any they touch with toxic quills, 2 thrown overboard by gusting demon winds. The quiet Tivian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Bethesda is greater than most would imagine. More died from climbing the cliffs, and now with but a handful, I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls to me to lead them. What would you do with a plaguey ratty? What would you do with a plaguey ratty? What would you do with a plaguey ratty? Making sure the maid servant ain't around. I could have sworn I saw a number somewhere. 287 there. Works for me. I don't know that I ever got the key to this door over here.
Huh?
Stupid goddamn.
There's nobody here, my friend.
Nothing after all.
Yep, there's nothing after all. I'm a little concerned because I don't know where the maid servant is. Oh shit. Works for me. All right. I have no idea where we are. Oh, yep, we're up here. That's a thing that we are doing. Apparently. satisfying. Oh, we're going back the other way.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
There we go.